Hello and welcome to Nerdy Auctions! We have got a great auction right here. I've always been interested to see what a graded common beta set would sell for. And we're going to be able to see that. We can watch it and see where it goes. And as you can see, we got two great cards here. We got the Lightning Bolt and the Sinkhole. Both are at 9.5. This one doesn't, this has 9, but it also has the 3 9.5s. This has 2 9.5s and a 10 on the surface and a 9. We're going to be going over each individual card through this video, and you get all the cards if you win the auction on eBay. And we're going to see where it goes. You can actually save a little bit of money by buying a complete set, and I expect this to actually be able to do that. So you'll be able to save a little money. And hopefully if you win, you'll be able to save a little money. Because I know businesses will be trying to get this as well, because then they can piece it out and make a little money on the side. So here we go. We're going to have this happen. We're actually going to see a complete common beta set be sold on eBay. It's going to be fun to watch, no matter which way you look at it. If you're here, you love it. And if you want to see a parade of cards, here they come, because I'm just going to do the parade of cards and show you each individual card and what its grade is. And that way you'll be able to make a decision on price, because that's the only way you can go with it. And it's going to take a long time. Oh my goodness, a long time. There you go. All right, let's do the parade of cards. All right, let's start with red. Lightning Bolt, 9.5, 9.5, everything except for centering. Oh no, that pesky centering. But there it is. It's a 9.5, and that is so blurry. There it comes. It's coming. It's going to get clear here in a second. There it is. Boom. And you can see it. It's beautiful. Nice and shiny. All right. Lightning Bolt. And then we got Red Elemental Blast. Another great card. It's a mint 9. Yay, mint. 10 on that surface. Ah, the 10. Yummy, yummy. Nothing on here. It's got a 9.5 here, 2 9s on the centering, and a 9 on the corners. But you know, come on, that's so close, so close. You probably sent it in for a regrade. Ah, so sweet. We got a Hill Giant right here. He's got an 8.5 on the centering. That's why he brings himself down to a 9. Because look at that, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 on corners, and a 10 on the surface. 8.5 on centering. This is basically a 9.5, but it got screwed on that pesky centering. Dang it! This is definitely a 9.5 material. Oh, so sad. And then we got Fire Breathing. Yay! 9.5 overall. 3 9.5s and a 9. So crazy. So gem mint. Ah, so sweet. We got a Shatter and a Disintegrate, but we'll get to that in a minute. Shatter, here he is. And look, it is again 8.5 on the centering, 9 on edges, 9. But we got a 9.5 on those corners and a 10 on that surface. Oh, so sweet. So sweet, right? This should be a great auction, right? Because everything is just fantastic. We got Disintegrate. There he is, Disintegrate. He tried to come out early. He's got a 9.5 on the centering, 9.5 on edges, 9 and 9 on the surface and corners. Ah, so sad. There he is, Disintegrate. Overall grade 9. Still mint. Oh, so sweet. Hurling Minotaur. 9 on centering, 9 on edges, 9 on corners, 9.5 on surface. So mint, so red, so fun. We got a Gray Ogre who's red. 9.5 on centering, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 on surface. Gem mint 9.5. Just like that. So special. Who wants a Gray Ogre in their set? Because you have to have a Gray Ogre in order to have the set. 8.5 on centering, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 on corners, 10 on surface. Come on, it's just the centering. The centering is what makes this not gem mint. This is a gem mint card, okay? But the centering is what throws it all off. So craziness. This is just a 9.5, but the centering. You know what I mean? So it's perfect. That's a great fireball to have in any set, any day of the week. False orders, here it is. It's a 9.5 overall. We got a 9 on the centering. Ah, that centering is just killing it. But then it's a gem mint regardless. Ah, so fun. So false orders. Earthbind, here he is. 9.5 centering, 9.5 edges, 9 on corners, 10 on surface. That's beautiful. He's a gem mint Earthbind. And check out that picture. You can't beat the picture. Craziness. All right, we're going to the Dwarven Warriors. Here they are. 9 on centering, 9.5 on edges, 9 on corners, 10 on surface. Boom. Big old 10. What do you think that's worth? Dwarven Warriors at that point? Come on. It's fantastic. We got a Stone Rain. It's a Stone Rain. Tung, 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 tung. 9 on centering, 9 on edges, 9 on corners, 9.5 on surface. Overall 9. This is a 9 card. Craziness, craziness. Ah, so fun. Then we have Mons Goblin Raiders. They're Mons and they're Goblins. But this should be a gem mint card. Look at that. 8.5 on that centering. Ah, again. But everything else, 9.5, 9.5, 9.5. Look at that. Terrible, right? But it really is a gem mint card. It is. Overall, it's a gem mint. It's the centering that sucks. But it doesn't really suck. It really looks like it's at its centering. I really think that's like a 9 centering. I'm sorry. I mean, you got Stone Rain here. Look at this. Just really send that back in, right? Because that's, I mean, you can tell. It's a 9 centering easy. But that doesn't really, it's going to change it to a 9.5. But who wants to take the time, mail it back in, crack the case, that kind of stuff. Ah, but you know it's a gem mint. All right, last but not least, Iron Claw Orcs. There he is, 9.5 overall, 9.5 centering, 9.5 corners, 9.5 surface, and a 9 on edges. Ah, so awesome. And that is all the red cards of the set. Fantastic. Let's go on to another color. Let's start with black now, with that color number 2. Remember, you get all of them. This is Sinkhole, the most expensive card, or one of them, besides the Lightning Bolt that you just saw. But we got centering 9.5, 9.5 on edges, 9 on corners, 10 on surface, 9.5 overall. The craziness. This is like a money card in the common set. Just like the Lightning Bolt's a money card. It's going to be fantastic. All right? That's just beautiful. You're going to be excited to get it. And then we have Dark Ritual. We got a 9 on the centering, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 on corners. Ah, the surface with a ding. 8.5. And I ask you where? I mean, it's just like, so sad. But there you go. It's an 8.5 on that surface. It's going to be hard to determine what happened there. But anyways, it's a 9 overall. Still, Dark Ritual is fantastic. It's one of the more expensive cards. 9 overall. And then we got Frozen Shade. 9.5 on most of everything except for surface, which is a 9. 9.5 Gem Mint Frozen Shade. Ah, who doesn't love Frozen Shade? The craziness of the artwork itself. Then we have a weakness. We got 9 on centering, 9 on corners, 9.5 on surface, and a 10 on that. Oh, whoops, I'm sorry. Edges and 10 on the surface. Fantastic. Weakness, overall grade 9. Howl from Beyond, 10 centering. We got a perfect centering. 8.5 on the surface. Ah, that's all right. Still 9 overall. We got a 9.5 on corners, 9.5 on edges. Clearly a mint card, fresh from the pack. It's just, something happened on that surface that they just don't like. Sometimes, yeah, there it is, the white dot. Nope, that's a dust mark. Never mind, I am wrong. But Howl from Beyond is still mint 9. Ah, the fun. Who wouldn't love it? And then we have Fear. Fear is only 8.5 though. We got a 9.5 centering, 9 on edges, 9 on corners, 8 on surface. It's a near mint plus condition, 8.5 overall. He's one of the lower cards. I think we only have 8.5 or higher on this set. And that's good, that's fine, because you want mint cards. Whoosh. Skay Zombies, here they go. 9 on centering, 9 on corners, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 on surface. We only needed 0.5 more to get to Gem Mint. Ah, so close on the Skay Zombies. They almost got us there. Ah, so sweet. But don't worry, here's Drain Life. Drain Life has a 9.5 all the way around except for the corners. Ah, but beautiful card it is. There he is, Drain Life. Who wouldn't want it? Drudge Skeletons come into play. We got a 9 on the centering, 9 on the corners, 9.5 on edges and surface, 9 overall. One more 0.5 and we'd be gold. Gold, I say. The Drudge should be gold. Unholy Strength, what do you think? 9.5 overall, 3 9.5s, and a 9 on centering. Fantastic. You can't beat that. That is just unreal. And then we have Pestilence. Pestilence here. 9 on centering, 9 on edges, 9.5 on corners, 9.5 on surface. Overall, 9. Boom. There we go. Nice good old Pestilence for us. Plague Rats here. 9 on centering, 9 corners, 9.5 edges, surface is 10. Yes. There it is, the Plague Rats. Who doesn't want a Plague Rat? Well, maybe not a living one, but there you go. 10 on the surface. And we have a Raised Dead. Raised Dead at 8.5 on centering and 8.5 on edges. Ah, that's terrible. But we got a 9.5 on corners and a 10 on the surface. That's true. So the surface is great and the corners are fantastic. But the edges, what happened? Oh, the cutting. Then when they cut those things, it's terrible. But overall grade, 8.5. Still near mint plus. That's beautiful. It's a Raised Dead. Then we got Paralyzed. Here we go. 9 on centering, 9.5 edges, 9.5 corners, 10 on surface. Boom. A nice, beautiful gem mint card there. Fantastic. Making up for that Raised Dead. Here's the Terror. 8.5 on centering, 9.5 everything else. Should be a gem mint card. Should be. Totally. You could crack that out and send it to PSA, probably get a 10 on it, who knows. But there it is. That's what we want to see. Terror. That's a beautiful, it says mint, but it should be gem mint in my opinion. Craziness. Let's do another color. It's so much fun. Here we go with blue. We got Blue Elemental Blast right off the bat, and let's start with a big number right there, centering 10, with a 9.5 on edges and a 9.5 on corners and a 9 on surface. Fantastic. Blue Elemental Blast. Craziness. And then what about Twiddle? New ones that want to twiddle, but this is different. This is a quad 9.5. Quad. Now, if it clears up, you'll be able to see it. Come on, clear up. Clear, clear, clear. Get close. Get a better focal point. There we go. 9.5 on everything. And quads are expensive. That is what you realize. It's a quad 9.5. Look it up. Q-U-A-D, I think everyone types in. Quad. And then boom. There it is. Expensive. Yummy. All right. But then we also have, boom, Power Leak. It's got a quad 10. It's got a 10 on the surface and 3 9.5s. This is a beautiful gem mint, right? It's better than the other ones. It's a quad with a 10. Fantastic. And then we keep going. Flight. Still, we got the 10 on the surface and 3 9.5s. It's a quad 9.5. It's perfect. Ah, blue. Wouldn't you want to have those? And then we have Phantasmal Terrain. It's also a quad 9.5. Beautiful. 4 quad 9.5s to make up for some of those 8.5s. Ah, so fantastic. Makes it so much fun. All right, now we're going to go back to the dregs. Here we go. 8.5 on centering, 9.5 edges, 9 surface, 9 corners. It's Psychic Venom. There he is. He's an overall 9. And then we have Power Sink. We got 9 on centering, 9 on edges, 9.5 on corners, and 10 on surface. We only need 0.5 more over here somewhere, and we'll get a 9.5. Ah, come on. And then we have Invisibility. 9.5 centering, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 corners, 8 on surface. What? What happened? Ah, so sad. So not perfect. But overall 9. Invisibility. We got to jump. He's a 9.5. He's got 9.5 centering, 9.5 corners, 10 on edges, and 9 on surface. Still fantastic card. Jump Gem Mint. Unsummon. He's an overall 9. 8.5 on centering, and the rest is 9, 9, 9.5. You can't beat that. Unsummon. Ah, so fantastic. We got a Sea Serpent. The Sea Serpent is overall 9. We got 9 on centering, 9 on corridors, 9.5 edges, 9.5 surface. Only 0.5 more away from a gem mint. Ah, so close. But we do have a gem mint Prodigal Sorcerer. Who wouldn't want a gem mint Tim? Come on. We got 10 on centering, 9.5 edges, and 9.5 on corners, 9 on surface. We only need a 0.5 more to get to that quad 9. Ah, 9.5. We've got Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. 9 on everything except for the surface, which is a 10. Ah, Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. I'm sorry, not Gem Mint, but Mint. He's a 9. And then we got Spell Blast, 9.5 on everything but edges. Edges is a 9, but it's a still Gem Mint card. Ah, Spell Blast, you come to save. And then here we go, a Creature Bond with a 9.5 on 3 of them and a 9 on corners. Ah, still Gem Mint, that gold, beautiful gold. Okay, we've done that. Let's go to another color. Let's work some green in. We've got Wild Growth, 10 on centering, everything else 9.5. This is a quad, 9.5 quality card, especially with that 10, just gives it that extra kick. Wild Growth for the fun. Then we have Regeneration, also quadded up. We got a 10 on those edges and 3 9.5s. That's fantastic. Another money card right there. Boom. Then we have a Crowworm. He's not a money card. We got 3 9s and a 9.5 on edges. That's not bad. He's an overall 9. Come on. He's mint. And as long as they're mint, they're good. And then we have an 8.5 on centering for Ironroot Tree Folk. And then we have 9.5s on everything else. Ah, so fun. He's mint. Ah, if it's centering. The centering is what's killing it. If it was actually just better centered, it'd be gem mint. It could be quad. Ah. Then we have Land of War Elves. Ah, another expensive card of the set. It's got a 9 on centering, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 on corners, and 10 on surface. One of the more expensive cards of the set. That is a great card to have as gem mint. Ah, so fantastic. Then we have Dryads. We got the 9.5, 9.5, 10 on centering, 10 on surface, and 9 on edges. That's fantastic. Overall, gem mint 9.5. We got a Giant Spider, 9 on centering, 9.5 everything else. It's a 9.5. Fantastic. We've got a Wall of Wood, 9, 9, 9.5 on everything else. That's real good. It's a mint card. We're just cooking with gas. Tranquility. We got overall 9s, but a 10 on the surface. Yes, another 10. Ah, Tranquility, you're so fantastic. Booyah. And then we have Fog. 8.5 on centering, 9 and 9 and 9. Everything there. This is an overall 9. Fantastic. Another mint card. The Giant Growth, he's mint. 9, 9, 9.5, 9.5. Only 0.5 away from the gem mint Giant Growth. Ah. So sad. If we could only get there. Then we got the Stream of Life. We have 9 on centering, 9.5 corners and surface. Surface is at 10. If we had one more 0.5 over here on the centering, just a little bit more centering, we'd have a quad. Ah, come on, Stream of Life, what happened? Then we have some Script Sprites. 9.5 and everything except for corners, which is a 9. Beautiful gem mint card there. Aren't you excited? Do you want it? That is on the surface. It's kind of like a scratch or something. All right, keep going. War Mammoth. It's a War Mammoth. 8.5 on centering. It's another one of those guys who, if just the centering was right, it'd be gem mint. But instead it's 9 because of the corners and the centering. Ah, so sad. We got 10 on that surface too. Then we have Grizzly Bears. 9.5 on everything except for edges, which is a 9. Ah, come on, man. But that's good. That's good. That's all of our green, and there was some quads in there, and that's great. All right, let's do some more. Last of the color cards, white. We got white here, and we got a quad. 9.5 with a 10 on surface, circle protection, black. Holy mackerel, that is fantastic. That's going to be expensive. And then we have a Beneless Hero with a 10 on centering and a 10 on surface. That's huge. With a 9.5 on edges and 9 on corners. Come on. That's a huge gem mint card. Then we have Disenchant. 9.5, 9.5, 10 on surface, 9 on corners. Come on, that's awesome. But then again, we have a circle protection green, which is an 8.5. And I think it deserves it. We got an 8 on centering, we got an 8.5 on surface, we got 9 on corners, 9.5 on edges. But it's still a near mint plus card. Fantastic. We have Death Ward, 8.5 on centering, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 on corners, 10 on surface. Perfect card. Should be gem mint if it wasn't for that stinking centering. Ah, so sad. But we also have a circle protection white, 9.5 gray, 9.5 on everything except for corners, which is a 9. But it's so cool because it's gem mint. Guardian Angel, everything is 9. Edges is 9.5. Come on. That's awesome, right? Overall 9, you can't beat that. It's a solid 9. 8.5, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 on corners, 10 on surface for the holy strength. If it wasn't for the centering, I just keep saying, if it wasn't for the centering, it would be a perfect card. Circle protection red, 9.5. Yeah! There we go. 9.5 with those and a 9 on the surface. Gem mint. Come on, you can't beat gem mint. Healing salve. 9 on centering, 9 on corners, edges 9.5, surface 8.5. Still great 9, mint 9 card. Then we have Simian Healer. Here he is. 9.5 on everything except for corners, which is a 9. Gem mint, baby. You gotta love it. Circle protection blue is 9. We got 9s on everything except for edges, which is a 9.5. Overall 9. Solid 9. Perfect mint card. Holy Armor. It's Holy Armor. Watch out. 9 on centering, 9.5 on everything else. He's a gem mint. Boom. Holy Armor to the rescue. We have a Pearled Unicorn. 9 on centering, 9.5 on everything else. Gem mint beautifulness. We've got a Mesa's Pegasus. 9 on centering, 9 on corners, 9.5 on edges, and 10 on surface. So close. Mesa, what happened? We just need a 0.5 more to get the 9.5 gold status. Should I send it in again? What happened here? Anywho, that's all the colors. And now we're going to do some land, and then we'll be right back. Last one. Here we go with the land. Here we go. Plains, 9 on centering, 9.5 everything else, version 2. Mint 9, 8.5 centering, 9.5 edges, 9.5 corners, surface is 10, version 1. Version 3, 9 on centering and edges, 9.5 on corners and surface. Should be a gem mint 9. We're up to the mountains. We got a 9.5 and a 10 on edges and a 9 on corners and 9.5 on surface. Still, it's version 2. Beautiful 9.5 card. We got the mountain, 8.5 on centering, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 surface, corners, and 10 on surface. Should be a gem mint. It is not because of the pesky centering. 9 on centering, 9 on surface, 9.5 edges, and 10 on surface. Still, it's got a 10. It's a mint 9 overall. 9.5 on everything except for 10 on the surface and 9 on the corners. Gem mint. Yes, with trail. Forest. 8.5 on centering. 10 on edges. 9.5 corners. 9.5 surface. 8.5 on center. Come on. It should be gold. 9.5 centering, 9.5 edges, 9.5 corners, 8 on surface. Mint 9. We got an island here. 8.5 centering, 9.5 on everything else. The centering, man, it just eats you alive, but it's there. It's mint. 9.5 on everything except for corners. Gem mint. There it is. Island. What? Version 1. You lucky. And then we have version 2. 8.5 on centering. Again, with the 9.5 edges, 9.5 corners, and 10 on surface. Still, fantastic island. Can't say it's anything wrong with that. Then we got a swamp. 9 on centering, 9 on corners, 9.5 edges, 9.5 surface. Beautiful, beautiful. It's a mint 9 overall. Then we got the 9.5, we got the gem mint, we got the 9 centering, and everything else is 9.5. Gem mint, Swamp version 1. Ah, so cool. Last, we got 9 and 9, 955, 955, version 2. What? Version 1, version 3. I think I said version 2. I didn't mean to. Anyways, version 2, we got this, and where it's a mint 9. So that is all the cards. That is all of them. We've gone through them all. Whew, it took a while, but we got through it, and hopefully you're still here. So if you make a great bid, make it strong. Other people are going to be going after it. This is going to be a fun one to watch. If you're just looking at it, just wanting to see it, the Lantern Werewolves are a good card. Everything is going to be great. The Sinkhole's fantastic. Lightning Bolt's fantastic. Everybody's going to be watching it. I've never seen a graded beta common set go up. Everything is at least near mint plus or higher. It's going to be a fantastic auction to watch. Hopefully you bid. Hopefully you win. Hope you save a little bit of money. But please enjoy, have fun, and watch it. All right, hit the like button, subscribe, and make a comment. And have a good day, everyone. Hopefully I'll be bringing you more auctions real soon.